boys.
Mirage.
Yes, Dust 3.
This is a problem for compLexity, I would say. There's another map. Luminosity are absolutely sensational on one of their best, and compLexity.
That is not our catchphase either.
What's that?
Sensational.
It is. He's not here anymore to do it, so I can take over.
Right.
Then, of course.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's still alive. The catchphrase might be dead, I guess. But yeah, this
That's
is
what I meant.
It's immortalized.
This is like Dust 2 is not even a map Luminosity plays. He's beaten 16-5, and we're going to see Mirage, one of their best, some of the.
It's their playground.
Exactly.
Right?
They defined the way the map's played in some respect. So this is going to be even worse, I think. This is a chance for compLexity to maybe win a pistol and some other force buys and stuff like that, but ultimately it should be a very similar scoreline.
I agree. I mean, maybe not on Mirage, but on, let's say, if they would to play a map like Train, maybe you would even want to have Death, even with bad ping, because it's a map where you need to have teamwork, coordination, cohesion to get something going on those T sides. So it's hard to find a silver lining for compLexity here. It would be pretty much a small miracle if they're able to take down Luminosity here on Mirage.
Yeah, it's going to be like, I'm sure we'll see some crazy clutches. They have got good players on this team. Maybe we'll see some sancz performances again with the PT50.
I think we're going to get aKis
Is that the silver lining, Henry? That game, that P250, that's going to bring it back for him for sure.
Those mad PT50 skills he's got.
I think there's a better chance of seeing some more jumping AWP shots than we have of compLexity winning this map.
Okay. Well, we saw one on Dust 2 from Fallen, so...
Of course we did. We see one every map.
Yeah.
It's in the game. It's an awesome feature in the game of Counter-Strike that you have. Why not jump with the AWP and kill people?
It is a cool feature.
Makes perfect sense.
You know what they need to add next? Is it either a double jump or a rocket boost?
And proning.
And leaning.
And aim assist.
It makes it makes the game more exciting though. Like in F1, they had those spark features beneath the car, make it more exciting.
Yeah, they actually, that's kind of lame. It's because of the iconic.
That's why they keep jump shots in, right?
It's because Bernie Ecclestone's an absolute idiot who needs to just give up and move on because he's ruined the sport. And they put spark boards on because his theory was the iconic pictures of Ayrton and Alain in the McLarens make F1 live on, and Nigel Mansell for that sake. So we need to bring that back. That'll bring the excitement back. Why don't you bring V8s back? Give me some friggin' noise. Make overtaking more applicable and seriously just fix the sport. Or maybe just get a new governing body. I don't know, maybe Ross Braun can lead it. That's my thought.
Why don't you start like a YouTube channel about F1?
Better idea. Let's add DRS. Let's add KERS. And let's just add all of that stuff, okay? I'm serious. Like, fix F1 properly. Don't add gimmicks.
Anyway,
the sparks do look great, though.
Welcome to the F1 show.
I think the point I was making is it was like it makes a really cool spectator moment, but it's still not. It's not a good feature of the game.
It was actually good. That was a good reference. Good for you for being aware of that.
Yeah. Well,
I thought you were just trolling.
No,
it's actually good. That's a good analogy. He's spot on with that.
Wow. Anyway, Mirage, I think we've broken it down enough. The players aren't on the server right now, so Matthew, if you want to hold this together without making F1 references, let's talk. Bring us up for another conversation, please, will you?
So about that, what can I talk about, really? There's not much in this game. It's been pretty one-sided.
Let's talk about
aKis.
No, let's talk about compLexity as a whole. Let's talk about that whole idea.
This is actually, we've kind of touched on this a few nights in a row, and I know where you want to go with this, is that they're trying to field a roster, and they're trying to literally crowbar a roster together because E-League's coming, and they want to keep the coveted spot that they bought into this league. And to me, this raises a bit of an issue, instability, in that they're trying to... This is why I kind of like ECS, where teams can buy in.
But we've lost some of the players that build the foundation, right?
Fraud.
Roker, Fraud, Shinobi. These are players that actually, none of them are left now. Who's actually remaining from the original lineup we've got left? Witmer, he's one of the new boys.
Witmer's come in new. Android's come in new. sancz is the only one, I think, yeah.
He was the one left who stayed in the team after Semphis and Automatic.
That's right, because they had Semphis, that's right. They basically picked up the remnants of Nihilum.
But when are they going to be happy? At what point are they going to allow enough time for this team to actually work together and work it out? Having more problems now with Death not being in the US, that's going to slow things progression down even more.
This is one of the things that ECS is trying to fix in a lot of ways, because they've created this system where the teams have a stake in the league. There's revenue developed off it, but there's also guidelines on these teams that say you have to abide by this rule. You have to, pay your players this much. There has to be requirements met. And over time, teams like this that continue to have these problems, once stability is met, the problem is the overinflation last year created a really good tier 1 and a kind of loose tier 2, specifically in North America as well. And they haven't established themselves or created stability yet within those teams. So they're kind of getting away with it. They're kind of in these positions. A year from now, that's not going to cut it. So this kind of stuff won't fly in a year. I kind of understand why it exists right now, but I'm not a fan of it.
I think they just had a lot of difficulties on their way. The original idea was Jason Lake, the owner of compLexity, said himself, was to build a team around Roka. He didn't want to sell him to any team. He didn't want to give him away. And they tried that. They tried bringing in Fraud, the old legend from 1.6, the star Opera.
We talked about it earlier. These old legends coming back. He's a prime example of why it doesn't really work out, right? He's trying to force his way into not even the top level of an ACS, and he's not even cutting it at that point. Sorry to butt in.
No, and then the other players feeling maybe a bit, unhappy with that move exactly. So then you switch things around, move him to backup, to try to find a new player. Then all of a sudden, Roka's contract gets bought out in the end. He's unhappy with the team itself, and that's something that you have to deal on the way. And it's hard. It's hard to. I think that the prime example you have when you look at the best teams in the world is stability. Even a team like VP, who's been in a slump result-wise recently, right? It didn't have a lot of top 4 finishes, perhaps. They've shown that they will still not fall all the way down, right? They're still there. They're still relevant, thanks to that stability, which is something that they've spent 2.5 years building.
There's a prime example in North America of that as well, and it's CLG. I mean, those guys. Yeah, okay, Peter left and they brought JDM back, but they brought him back. They'd already played with him. And that team's improved so much over the last year. The one change they made, up until they changed FNS, it was VP was the longest standing set 5, because it was Navi. Obviously, they took out Starix. And then it was VP, and CLG was the longest standing 5 core roster. And then they changed FNS for Fugly. Even that's just one change. And look at the improvement they've had because of it.
Because, maybe it's some people don't understand, but to get to a decent level of play, because you need to understand there's 7 maps in the pool, right? So when you play best of 3s, you can only veto 1, and you need to have at least, ideally you would have 5 good maps and a 6th map you will play when you have to, right? But let's say even new teams, you need to be good on 3-4 maps so you can compete with the others. That takes a lot of time to figure out the roles, positions for maybe new teams, new players who are inexperienced, to figure out how to play those maps, how
to play off someone else
how to change pace. And all of that. And you can't do that if you switch a player every 2 or 3 weeks, right? You need to start all over again. And then even the players who were there from the beginning, they start losing motivation because they have to repeat the same process over and over again. And once you have those basics, those foundations set in, then you can build on that. Then you can expand to other maps. On the maps that you already got decent on, then you can improve on them, start playing, start challenging the best teams on those maps, start getting some good results on it. But as I said, all of that takes time and dedication and a lot of effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a problem with compLexity right now. They're not building those foundations, just chopping players left, right, and centre. Seem to having problems with this whole visa issue. You're signing players from the UK, and it seems like they haven't got the visas sorted out in advance. If he's having to go back, I'm sure it's just a case of him right now. He's just going back to renew it or whatever. I'm sure it's not a problem. But still, this is obviously detrimental to them. This is a big league. They don't have their starting 5 here. So this is not coming at an ideal time, and they're having to play with standards. Right?
And the other issue that I don't want to open this can of worms for full criticism. I want to bring it up though, but the reason we're going to start the pistol, but the reason I bring this up, so Yanko, I guess that'll be it.
It's knife
from you. He said pistol starting in 10. They literally just said in my ear, this is pistol, they're buying.
Make your point so I can call you out.
Well, what I was going to say is unfortunately, because the invites went out for this league a while ago, when these teams looked like they're going to be more stable, Exobay as well, there's teams that are stable in North America that we know didn't unfortunately get it just due to timing.
And the pistol round is starting.
Thanks, man.
Save Matthew from losing his job.
Keep going. Keep casting. Just do it all.
No.
I want to hear you do play-by-play. I've never heard it before.
No.
All right, I'll do it. Witmer, back out from catwalk, gonna fire back through connector. Thanks, Yanko. We'll see you later. Fur's gonna take down sancz. Taco's actually followed that up. So LG with a really good start into this pistol, make it even worse off for them because aKis manages one more. But it's on to just Surreal, and they've got him covered off. Fur launching toward the vent. Does manage to take down Fur, but bomb planted. They know exactly where he is and what he's up to. Gets chased down, and he didn't quite expect that. Turns around and takes down Cold, though. Chance to take Taco from afar, but he's down to just low HP. One-on-one, though, considering the situation for Surreal. My man, what an animal.
Very lovely stuff, Dan. I'm struggling to see the screen, Matt, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to take your word for it. It was great. But
why don't you turn around?
Oh, there it is. We're back. Now I can see what's going on. Could you break that around for me?
Yeah, so basically they walked in, got 2 kills. aKis got 1 because he's the best, and then they pushed into jungle, took over position, forced Surreal out, got a kill through the vents, and then he turned around and got 1, snapped back, found cold, and then walked into the site and died.
Well, there it is. You don't even need me. But an interesting buy from LG.
Literally play-by-play all over again, isn't it?
4 SMGs and 1 AK. This is the unorthodox saw it go horribly wrong for. I can't remember now. I think it was without a room, without a roof, not wood. And it will be Luminosity executing on towards A, and they're going to be facing the CTs who won't be forced by this one actually. So actually will work out pretty nicely. And Fergus the first kill with the AG, and now Greer coming in, mowing them down. Gets 2 headshots with that next 10. It's going to be a very simple round here. We said Luminosity with the Masters of Mirage, and a map they don't even take up to 2 days can certainly lock down complexity. We expect these very similar results here, but hopefully a bit more competitive. Like I said, it was 10-1 before complexity actually arrived in towards that first map, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see if Taco with the single rifle can hold off the long angles and allow these midnight needles to go to work.
Is that something you got ready for us? Or?
It's no, it's just a me without you line.
Just to make a point, just relevant to force buys on the CT second round. Complexity haven't done it. They're much lesser team here, right, going into this one. It doesn't really make sense for them to force buy in the second. Like they want to like hedge their bets and make sure they actually have a decent opportunity winning this first gun round. If they went into it with like FAMASes and no AWP and no kits and no nades, they're really strangling themselves. It's like, very unlikely to win that second round against players like LG. So that's why they're not buying into that second round. That's reference to the tweet I made today. You need to be sensible about your force buys and stuff.
We have a new favorite onomatopoeia, and this one easily wins.
What is it?
Bravo!
I thought you said they have to be real words.
That's a word that counts. That is officially immortalized for life. That is the best onomatopoeia yet.
Do you think we'll ever see that guy again? I'm not sure.
I kind of want to say I hope not, but I kind of hope I do, to be honest. I hope I go to Croatia and he's just like randomly in the street. And I can
if they still
like,
hire
hey!
us after all the times you referenced it.
To be fair, I think they felt the same. Don't worry.
Well then,
Good well lasted.
Nice aggression coming in from aKis. He gets the first kill, takes down coldzera, but it's going to be coming in from that pass, and actually very nice control here from the CT. Got nothing to lose at this point. Want to make sure they're providing frags here, but it's quickly answered back. Taco and Fallen finding kills, and it's going to be FNX aggressive, of course, pushing the steps area, takes down Android, and now they have got the man advantage. So quickly it slips away from complexity here, but witmer in a great position. CT's actually going to take advantage of this. The bomb was dropped as well. Still a 2-on-2 with time to play over Fallen. The final boss comes into the site, and all things can change when he's available.
Did you know that they even had a Halo team named after him, the final boss?
Did they?
Moses wears the sweater all the time. He's a big fan of Halo.
Oh yeah, I've seen him wear that. Is that what it's in reference to?
It's a team name, yeah.
Oh, is
Final
it?
boss.
Oh, I didn't even know. I thought it was like.
It's actually, according to Mike,
I thought it was like off his favorite game
best
or something.
team name ever. No, Fallen did look towards CT, but he's actually going back the other way. Somehow gets away with it, and the final boss is angry, and he hasn't even gone to his final form. It is Taco. Just forget that ever happened. 1 versus 1.
They win the round.
AWP, 33 seconds. Bomb still not planted because Fallen is relying on Taco to find that kill. They've got the information on where he is, but can't really run over to B at this point in time. Not without cutting through the map. He couldn't go around through T. I like it. That's the new flash fake because he wanted to keep the pistol. Just throw the bomb instead.
What is this?
But it's a duel, and it's a headshot. The final boss is extremely angry.
A little bit humiliating there towards the end. Throwing the bomb in, just rushing with the PT-50. Surreal with a cracking shot, you have to say. Was it coldzera that missed the shot on the site? I don't think it was. I can't remember who it was. Who was it?
It's Taco.
Taco, that's right. He missed
He
that.
wasn't very meaty that time.
Very simple shot for him to take down. I don't know if to land it. Sometimes the easiest could be the hardest. And this
But for the record, it was Unfun that sent that in, who's the Twitch mod.
What did he send him?
He was the one with there you go. Sorry.
Now it's going to be full zero. Complexity now on towards pistols. And Luminosity looking very strong. Once again, sancz with a chance to get a kill on towards Taco. He gets it, gets the AK as well. They're going to be pushing in towards that lower ramp area. But the CT's still a lot of work to do here. sancz with that AK going to be falling back. And the bomb's still down in T-spawn, so FNeK will be picking that up. And we'll see what the next move is.
I'm not really sure what it is, Henry. I think it's going to be B. I think that's what it's going to be at B. Because coldzera's won the ladder room, and that makes it pretty obvious that it will be.
Like a bumblebee.
Surreal inside the site. He's the one with the deagle. Oh. He's the one that's also having a funeral procession in order.
In the caskets.
Selling caskets right now. Android X21 is going to try and make a case that his are better. They're a little bit lighter. You can upgrade them. They can get heavier when you pick them up, but then occasionally they have some nice camouflage on them as well.
Android and sancz.
X21, X23.
Android X23. What's his name before? Is it FACEIT?
I had it in my head earlier, and now I've lost it.
It's still on HTL TV. That's still his name.
It's in my head, and I can't remember it.
I think it's FACEIT. I think it's FACEIT.
No, it's not that. It's why I literally had it in my mind.
Tweet his own name,
Dusty.
please. That's what you have to do. We don't even have to think anymore. People just tweet it.
It's true. It's true.
So guys, can you tweet us his original name, whatever it was? I don't remember. Android for now. X23, of course.
X.
Good gaming name, I guess. 5-0. They do have money for double orbs here, which they will pick up. It's It can be one of the strongest setup. A lot of teams bring this out as like a last chance sort of ditch attempt. We'll see what they can do.
feNeK? I can't remember.
feNeK.
I think feNeK is it.
Yes,
I think that's
we got
it.
that.
Yeah, there it is.
feNeK. What did I say? FACEIT or something? feNeK. I'm sure we've already been tweeted.
I haven't. I've been checking. Just trying to slide into some DMs real quick.
Had to close mine on that.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, shouldn't have them open to begin with. Your fault.
It's not my fault, your fault.
It is my fault entirely. Android X23 hitting the first shot. It's going to be aKis that runs back inside of the site. Through the smoke, finds the bomb. Drop from coldzera. Good chance now for compLexity. It's 5-0. Similar start to Dust 2 to finally break into a round. They still have that AWP up. It's been recovered by Fur. And FNX has great position right now. Here's that scope right in and out from witmer. So it just runs around the corner, finds him at the key shop.
They're going to win this round, surely. It's going to be a 4-on-2. CTs with good positions. They've got the bomb down as well. Terrorists are on the A-bomb side, though, so it's going to be Surreal fun in the next round towards Fur. And Android gets the kill on towards Tacio. So nice clean round as well. And he dropped the kill from witmer. So something to work with here. It's still very early days. It was 5-0, but that's a decent round for them. Finding those early picks and reacting accordingly, adjusting himself well, making sure there's refract coming in for every
Android X23 is a Dragon Ball Z reference, you losers. Parenthesis. Yes, I recognize the irony that I am a loser for knowing that.
I was going to say.
Parenthesis. From Jason O'Toole, who is in fact a loser.
I'm glad it's from Jason, and he actually is self-deprecating in that sense, but that's quite funny. You losers. I was about to go ham and then you told me it was him. But, okay,
well, who is this guy? Let me at him. He's already bald. I don't need to touch him. His life's over anyway. And X23.
Right.
It's the shot on. I'm always the guy that goes for the cheap shot against him, aren't I?
Yes.
sancz going to follow it up. I do love Jason. Is going to get better than that. Dragon Ball Z. Finding a shot, but unfortunately he's not over 9,000 because Fallen is going to come back around and
oh, here we go.
find him, but it's a one-on-one, and this is a one-bullet one-on-one.
It's the same matchup.
16, same matchup. You're right. Molotov and a headshot. Same result.
Really nice movement from Fallen there. Just perfectly placing the Molotov down and facing at the same time, giving Surreal no real opportunity. He's trying to decide whether to run away or stay in this before he even can decide. He's getting his head blown off.
feNeK was his old name. We were right.
Yeah,
we got there eventually.
We got there. Well then. I'm just seeing more interesting tweets going.
Why are we doing it? This is outrageous. Focus on the game, Henry.
I know.
Put your phone away. That's so ridiculous.
Yes, you would never do that. 8.
I have to quell my ADD.
Round number 8.
That's absolutely atrocious smoke.
No, it's a new one. They've been working on it. They've been working on it. It's going to be a straight up B rusher, you know. It's going to be straight to the B-bomb site. CT do have weapons there. Let's be attacking, finding the first kill, takes down Surreal, the AK headshot, but witmer not going to let them go into the site so easily. He finds a kill on towards Tacio before they come in towards the kitchen. Now Android from Dragon Ball Z, of course, will be rotating towards that area as well. We'll see what he can do there.
aKis. Oh, that's careless.
Oh, he's got it.
He does have it. That's impressive. He was going to go for the jump, didn't check top middle. I mean, at that point, they're inside of B, but it's worth at least glancing over your shoulder. Still manages the shot.
CTs don't have a kit here, and very low HP as well. They need to get this next kill, and it's guaranteed to have any chance here. Now it's gone down. I wouldn't say it was even worth going for it at this point. They're going to get it. Ooh, okay.
All right. Chance still here. They have to find this kill right away at coldzera, though, and he's getting... No, that's it. That's done. sancz knows it. He's out of there. Save the AWP.
It was interesting, that 2-on-1, but still, like I said, no kits. I don't think they even had a chance at that point when they found the kill to even find that final kill and get this fusing. But still, that's a pretty hard reset for them now. But sancz did stay alive with an AWP, so if that was in the hand, like they can hand over to witmer, I would say if you can go towards Palace, or maybe the B Apartments, or towards Underpass, something like a little bit crazy. We'll see what he can do there. Not going to be force buying into this. I'm going to see what that AWP can do. If we had a spectator, I'd say let's jump on sancz cam, but the auto director, we're just going to see what he can bring to the table.
Not sure what the other guy was on about. There is no Android 23 in Dragon Ball Z. But from Adam Lopez, apparently Moses, he just got wrecked. I need to get a Wikipedia article to prove this. Someone tweeted to me. coldzera with one shot, sancz with the other though, but Cold, he's winning the duel right now. It is aKis, one more with his own. Fur finds the response. sancz now has to hit the shot inside of B, and it gives them the advantage. But the problem was that Fallen was always going to get inside of that A site, and Android was caught in the open with very, very little HP. So bomb will go down, another one-on-one, and for the third time, Henry, it's sancz versus Fallen. Score at the point,
It's
2-0
Surreal
versus Fallen
so far.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
been
right.
the matchup.
They all have S's in their name.
But still, I like you building a storyline. We'll go with it. Print it.
If we say it, it must be true.
Well, he hasn't
Until CLG says it's not true. Diffuse taps it, tries to bait them out from behind the firebox. Fallen's going to play this right.
Yep, he's just,
Doesn't
that's so
even need
perfect.
to.
Now he hasn't got a kit, he can't even win the round. Off you go. Goodbye, sancz. Another clutch. The final boss, once again, taking down the round. He could get the kill here as well. Jumps across with his knife out. He actually takes him down. sancz loses the orb. And although there was eco from compLexity, he actually managed to get 4 kills. And his compLexity, they'll be buying up into this. You can see they do have cash, not going to be the best amount.
Another interesting fellow on Twitter named @followddk, Daniel Capada. Oh, okay, that's how you say it. Is Android 17 smiley face was actually the Dragon Ball Z.
So Moses got the quote wrong.
Moses was
got
wrong.
the reference wrong.
Completely wrong, and called us losers for not knowing it, but yet he got it wrong.
Nice, dude. Back to the game then, of course. Round number 10. Going to get that aggression that worked out so well for compLexity before. They get the first 2 kills. Fur coming in with that Tech 9. Going for the double. Gets it, but witmer takes him down. We still have a chance here, though. feNeK edging his way to the A bomb site. Going to have some positional control as well. aKis on towards that steps area. Going to be reloading. I think feNeK would have heard that as well. Let's see whether he can get the kill. Almost certainly going to get it. He missed the shot. Going to be taken down, and now it's up to Tacio. He only has the pistol, so let's see what he can do here. It's going to be a 3-on-1 situation. He is put the bomb towards the top middle. There's a CT waiting for him. Oh, witmer, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Oh, ew.
Doesn't like that.
Oh, the catwalk. It is going to be 8-2. So compLexity with their second round. Causing a reset, though. But look at how low they've kept this. There's 3 1-on-1s we talked about. I mean that it's a force buy from LG. And a great chance for compLexity to string 2 together. Taco.
Yeah, force bought this. What do you want to say about that?
I don't know, HenryG. I don't know, HenryG. What do you want me?
Doing pain now? Oh, God, let's not go there. We did all the impressions we could at HPC. I don't think we're allowed to do that.
True, Taco's got Surreal. And this is actually well because they can get the bomb down on this force buy. A little bit of HP lost on witmer, tagged up by Fallen on that scout. He does have the AWP, trying to find a better angle toward the doorway. Flash in toward the truck instead. He's going to try and advance the rifles, but the crossfire's set. And Fallen, that's a no-scope with the scout. That is one of the sickest shots I've seen in a while. Dear Lord God, get your odd shots rolling. As Fur hit sancz, they deserve the round after that. That is ridiculous.
Get wrecked. I've never seen anything like that for a while. You're absolutely right. That's
You
nuts.
like literally fell out of your chair.
I had my mic muted, so I was like, couldn't go crazy with you, but still, that was nutty. And like the scout no-scope is pretty accurate, but you don't really see shots like that every day. And it's going to be 9-2, Luminosity on the force by somehow winning that round and breaking the economy compLexity. That's why they force bought that situation. They do win it. It's so detrimental for the CTs. They purchase literally nothing. It's some PT-50 and a CZ, no armor, 1 flashbang, that's it. And it's going to be looking like a fast B play coming in from the terrorists here. There's 2 players making their way in. Tacio jumping in first. Gets
what?
the kill
Hit
before he
him
even
before
lands.
yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Update on the Android report. DDK corrected himself. That's actually 18 with an asterisk, so it was a typo. We'll give him.
God's sake. Does anyone know
They
it?
can't get right.
Google is the thing. Just look it up.
Yeah. There's actually a website called Let Me Google That For You, even. That's what I usually.
So Dan corrected someone, got it wrong.
And then corrected himself again to try and get it right. sancz, 1 versus 4, and compLexity after that incredible scout shot.
Well then, going to be double. Coming in to be poor old sancz for the P2 Fiddy. Finish him off with good arm. Takes him down. It's going to be 10-2. And that, I think we almost saw the unsilenced M4 there. You thought about it, let him bring it out.
Wikipedia says there's like 20 different androids in Dragon Ball Z.
Interesting. Maybe that's why he's called Android X23 to, he's like the new one. The new version.
Yeah, maybe.
Difficult buy here for compLexity. The pressure continues. 5-7 on sancz. Famus is out. 1 kit. They have a limited utility as well. Simple B play coming in from Luminosity. Going to be smoking over. That's smoke towards kitchen and towards the site as well. We'll see how they decide to go into this one. We have got feNeK on short, waiting for rotations. He's just going to be bodying anyone that runs up there. And Fur, he's on the A ramp as well, trying to show a little bit of distraction. All this is going to be Surreal and Android opening things up here. So a real chance here for the CTs to get their third. Boost up to the window. Opening from aKis. So this is looking good. It's promising at least.
Promising indeed. Promises unkept are merely just broken hearts. And Fur is going to try to put the dagger through the main artery. I'm done with this.
To the jugular.
That's a good one to hit. Fur on top of the box inside of the site, trying to be a little bit cheeky with his angle right now. He can also swing quickly and spot out towards CT, but needs to be wary of all the positions by which he could be faced. And slowly and surely, the round is going to expire. He does manage 1 kill from there, but sancz is quickly out of Palace. The plot thickens, HenryG.
A little bit.
Android 23.
Oh, that.
Gender male, creator Dr. Vile, transformations, armed resurrection, affiliation, Ragnarok Army. Android 23 is a Dragon Ball AF series, so it's not Dragon Ball Z, but he is definitely in the series. So
I'm going to part of the universe.
I'm going to split the difference between DDK and Moses and call them both losers. I did like Dragon Ball though.
It's firm but fair. I've never watched an episode, so I can tell you. Well then, coldzera opening things up. It's an aggressive push from compLexity. Watch out for them a few times in a row. It looks like LG are just swarming this time. Actually, equal exchanges, but Fur changes it up. He actually gets the get on towards Surreal, towards jungle, and that's going to be witmer and aKis left in a pretty difficult situation. They're smoked out, and ooh, lovely shot though. Witmer comes in from jungle and actually finds a kill on towards Fur. Now, it's actually a pretty decent chance considering Fallen has that Mach 10. It's all going to come down to Taco in towards Palace. What do you think? Can he do this?
Possible. 2 versus 2.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to say, Henry?
Say yes or no.
It's possible. I'm not someone who makes decisions. I like to see how things unfold themselves.
Full
Inside the smoke, though, aKis could go for this full defuse. He's definitely on it. He's got it. He has to have got it. Oh, he just barely got it. Taco kills them both. That was a split-second decision. Taco realized it, too. Okay, I missed the first shot. I have to face this, but aKis is able to get away with it. And it's now 10-4. compLexity find another round before we hit the halftime. And it's going to be another 4-spy situation. 3 AKs, 1 Tech 9 in the hands of Cold, and Fallen on the scout, which we know how magical that was.
Yeah, well, he's shown us what he can do with that weapon, certainly. Another aggressive round here from the CTs. Why not? Try and get that first pick. sancz this time, firing off shots, does no damage so far, and he's going to be in a horrible situation. He does manage to get the call on towards Fallen, and now no reply from this yet. There coldzera takes him down with that Tech 9. Now he'll be swarming the A bomb site. It's Fernando taking down that Dragon Ball character. aKis trying to do what he can. You said he's a good player, man. I'm very convinced so far. 2 headshots from him, and he's going to bring it into the 2 versus 0. As Surreal is dropped in the end.
Yeah, it's to be fair, I think aKis is showing some good individual skill, but it is Luminosity again, quite convincing. 11-4 halftime belt, as they've. I mean, you said it. Mirage T side, they are very good at the map, and are once again just kind of having their way with compLexity in so many ways. I mean, I don't even know how to analyze that because they won pretty much every opening duel. It's not like you can watch the defensive rotations when all they're doing is scurrying to get to the offsite where the bomb is going in. And there's a shot like that from Fallen.
Yeah, it wasn't like that was a traditional LG game. That's not like they were playing like we normally see them. Right? They were kind of playing more of a pug style at that point. Just running defaults, taking spawns, simple approaches into the bomb side, just hitting shots. It wasn't like they were slowing things down and actually doing full executions like we're used to seeing from them. But still, 4 rounds of complexity, that's about par for the course, I would say. That's what I was expecting. And we'll see what they bring to the table. Of course, they win the pistol. And we'll see how many rounds they can get in the second half.
Hate to be that guy again, but AF was a fan-made, not official version, and therefore Moses is still wrong.
Whoa, looks like they will actually win the pistol here. He's back from the end, but he has to really get it one. There it is, headshot on towards feNeK. And we have a chance here. It is. Like I said, the losing team always wins the pistol. It's like a rule of Counter-Strike.
Fallen. For both starting with F in their name. But it's F to pay your respects for sancz, Surreal, and Android, who all go down immediately. It's going to get a quick defuse on this, and Luminosity will pick up the pistol.
Oh, there it is. I like the way you got paid. Best F to pay your respect, that's pretty good. That worked nicely. Well then, there it is. Luminosity pick it up, and that should be the game pretty much decided at this point. With the bomb planted in complexity at this stage, they have a choice to make. They have a force up this one and try and take down the potential SMGs of Luminosity, or they wait for the aKis on the third. Looks like they'll be going with the latter and going with P250s this round, a couple of smokes, some flashbangs. Try and get the plant down once again. That'll be the name of the game here. See what they bring to the table. It's going to be 3 MP9s for Luminosity. And aggressive, of course, from feNeK towards underpass, seeing what he can do here. 3 players with the terrorist in towards Palace. Third pushes lower ramp, gets a kill on towards witmer. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any more? Let me see.
Well, so far Surreal Man has 1 in return, but it is going to be Fodor that takes him down immediately after with the sewing machine.
It may look like a needle,
but it works like a sewing machine.
That's one of my catchphrases.
It's your pickup line. I like your Reeboks and polo shirt. You look very, very sporty today.
I went for a sporty look. It's because I actually went home and got clothes, so I don't just have one pair of shoes
that's
anymore.
why we couldn't go to Korea early and be tourists.
So I actually got clothes. I actually have shoes available instead of one pair. So first kill here. Let's get answered back by aKis and Surreal chiming in as well. Fallen though with that AWP. It's always bad news when this guy's in town. It's going to be a 3-on-3 still. The witmer pushing through the smoke from Palace. Lovely shot, take down the AWP. So still, they have an opportunity here to take this round. It's number 18, and the rotation coming in from Tacio from TP Spawn.
coldzera is going to wade in toward jungle right now as well with the M4 in hand. The bomb's going to rotate all the way back over to the B site. Good read on this as well. They're going to leave witmer to try and catch off. Taco does so very successfully, but also get the read on exactly what Cold was up to. And just by having his presence in that A site, it does mean that Cold has to leave attention on it because he's going to assume that they could still be committed to it. Witmer continues to make noise. He goes down now, and Cold's going to realize that he's alone, and he'll try and clutch this out 1 versus 2. But with 16 HP, he does have a kit. It's going to be desperate. Let's get to the window quite quickly. Nade into the site. No damage dealt. Android's just going to sit walls down. 6 HP, not really much, but does get some damage into Surreal. Knows he's up inside of that apartment's position.
Oh, 2 players to find. Bomb ticking away. I'd say getting the weapon is probably going to be the best protocol here. Let's see what he decides to do. Going to be pushing kitchen slowly but surely. Bomb ticking away now. Still a lot of work to do. I think he has decided to save. Almost got shot there. 1 bullet would have done it. The coldzera gets away. 13-5. Complexity pull 1 back. That's the force by the third. After getting the bomb down in the pistol they lost. So, available. coldzera actually picks up the AWP. So that makes things very interesting, Matt. I think they probably will force with this. These guys want to end it as quickly as possible by the looks of things. So yes, MP9's coming out. The AWP's there. I think they probably will go for the full force. feNeK can buy as well. So he gets. Did he get an overall? Yep, double AWP setup. Here we go. Are you ready? When you build the anticipation now.
I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, but it is a bed of rounds with a double up setup in situations you don't always adore. But as you said, I mean, LG are kind of just having fun with, oh, look at Fer. This is so fast. You know he loves this MP9. They're kind of just playing with him. They're playing more punk style. Good entry from aKis. Goes low on HP, but he's in the sight. But Fer, there he is. Walks in behind. 1, 2, shut down by witmer. Bomb on the ground. It is a 1-on-1, so that was extremely fast. That was about 10 seconds and 8 kills back and forth. 2 smokes out. Bomb still dropped in behind the car. feNeK doesn't have a read on this. Witmer's going to... Oh, he does, though, because he hears him.
Did he shoot?
No, I don't think he shot. I think he just heard him jumping.
The bomb? Oh, yeah, I haven't got sound, so I don't know. But still, witmer... in a decent position here. I don't think feNeK has any idea, but it's going to be close.
Works.
Just on the edge of that smoke, feNeK spots him, can't get the shot off in time, and compLexity hold on. That force buy from Luminosity doesn't work out, and we're going to be sat here for a little bit longer, it seems. As now compLexity do get a full buy here. Mac 10 coming out Surreal as well. He can be the reconnaissance player. We'll be going for the bomb sides first. And it's another force buy from Luminosity. Seems they want to throw a few more rounds here, Matt. Why not?
Well, there's going to be a WP in the hands of witmer once more. CZ75s and MP9. Once they get to around 8 or 9, they'll pull up their socks.
And their sleeves?
I don't think they need to get their hands that dirty, to be honest. Android X23, 1 kill inside of the site. sancz follows it up. Good entry again on this B site, but it's just a waterfall play. Not much execution to it, in fact. Look at how many smokes they have that they still have. Now, the one benefit to this is they can use them well in the post-plant position, but it does show that in a normal situation with guns out, an AWP toward the van, a second player that perhaps would be covering the crossfire from Catwalk, you're going to leave a pretty open position for some of the best skilled players in the world to take you down. So, works out here. Perhaps trying to read into the economy, and that's why they were a little bit more aggressive with it. But the round's going to end pretty much as is. They're going to look for exit kills. feNeK's already back toward the checker's position. It's going to have a few players walking his direction. They get one, but they'll be done immediately after. And there it is. Yeah, 6 HP for sancz. Manages to survive as well.
Interesting approach so far from Luminosity. Just trying to end things as good as he can. Fur chucks his pistol in towards Prism. And he's trying to get it back desperately. But he can't do it. Can't reach it, Matt. It's so close.
I think they'll issue him a new one next round.
No. Once you throw your pistol away, that's it.
Oh, he's got it, see?
Oh, it's very lucky. I didn't expect that to happen. 13-7 now, and it's another force buy, Matt, of course. Are they for real right now?
I told you they'll do it until about 8 or 9, I think, and then they'll, like I say, pull up their socks. I think they're just having a bit of fun. But yes, I know what you normally say about this.
Well, this is not even normal.
No, I know. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, obviously they wouldn't. This isn't normal mentality. This isn't something that we can criticize them for because they obviously we know they don't. But again, they want to have fun. And Fallen, just like the girls, just wants to have fun. He's got one shot over top of the boxes. feNeK box back out. Android X23 able to take down one, but feNeK with 2 is going to make the difference. Far too favorable.
Interesting scenes. I don't really know how this is working out, but Fallen making things happen is actually going to win in the round somehow. 3 force buys in a row of CZs and a little scout as well. What can you say about this one? aKis remains 4-1. Let's find a kill. They know his position now. 1 minute to play. Bomb. Surely, just don't bait him, guys. Let's get this round in the bag. Not another force buy. Don't do this to me. My 4 hearts can't take it. Does take him down. So there it is. Somehow CZ's armor 3 times in a row does work out. Money's going to be amazing for the CTs, but compLexity definitely still can buy into this one. We're going to round number 22. It's 14-7 right now. 1 more for series points for Luminosity. Buy comes in. Just Surreal. He's had a pretty quiet series, I have to say. He was brought over from the UK, of course. One of the hot talents we have on the British Isles right now. Still finding his place. I think this team obviously a little bit turbulent. Not the best place to grow talent, but we'll see how it works out for them. Execution coming in. It's feNeK ready with the MP9.
He's going to be playing up close as well. Witmer inside of Palace. He definitely knows that he's up there, but he picks out properly. Takes down sancz based on the flash timing. He manages a good shot inside of the site, and feNeK will drop. He's going to try and look toward Fur at the top of the stairs as well, but look at the HP. Both he and Witmer are so low. Thankfully, Surreal is much better off. And also deep inside the site, able to take Fallen down. This is going to lend itself now to a very decent position. The problem, though, is that the bomb is on the hands of aKis right now, and he has to get that over from the stairwell back inside the site. And okay, so he's going to throw it over to do it. But they needed to be a little bit quicker because Fur's already rotated. They've got information from Witmer, but they still haven't got this plant down. And they're quickly starting to get on the perimeter. Smarter still is that Fur doesn't commit fully to that flank after the information's been relayed. And he's going to go back. Getting a shot through the vent should never happen like that.
It's pretty slick to have the movement skills to get through and find that kill. It's going to be 2 players remaining, 4 compLexity, both pretty low HP. Android on 17. Bomb does get planted though. CT with 1 kick. coldzera Coming in from CT spawn, but dropped by Android. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Taco trying to do what he can. Know where both the players are, but just can't find a kill right now. Android just hiding on the bomb site. No teamwork coming in here, but it's a nice shot to finish things off. Good stuff, and now we'll reset the money for Luminosity. We're going to be here for a couple more rounds. And they're probably forced by those. Why not? Seen it enough times, worked out. It's not really like I can bring any logic to this so far. And there it is. Force spike comes in. What can you say about this one? Scouts, 4 MP9s, and armor. I'm not even going to sit here and analyze it for you. It's just them kind of messing around right now.
I mean, that's all it is. We can't. I mean, who are we to break them down in situations?
Exactly.
Like
Like it's obviously that it's viable in the sense that they're good enough to make it work, but it's not like any other team would ever do this.
And it's also against. I mean, they're never going to do it against Navi. They're never going to do it against feNeK. It doesn't matter what the score is. So 1 for 1, witmer in. Right back out as Fur gets the trade. MP9 versus MP7 in that sense. Actually, excuse me, Mac 10 in that sense. But it is going to be sancz that takes down Taco. And the bomb has been planted, Henry. Fur's going to get close. Good timing. That flash so deep that sancz really couldn't get anything against Fur. It went beyond him. Android X23 going to find one shot. Gives them a man advantage here. aKis on 30. Surreal's going to just walk out from the palace right now. Crossfire set inside of the site, and compLexity will go to number 9. Revolution number 9.
14. Surely not force buying again. Come on, guys. We've all had a laugh at the force buys. Calm down.
Tall tower.
So Fur gets an MP9 in head armor. No one else will be force buying it. So finally the madness ends.
Well, that's the 9th round, so that they're aware. Oh, look, Fur's going to do it again. And he got one out of that. I thought he was going to say missed time because the second player coming out of the hallway is third player, I guess in that case, because there was 2 beyond him. Was going to have him lined up, but he hits that shot with an SMG at that range. Decently done. Nice spin from Android. He needs to turn back, though, because aKis is down, and he'll manage it. aKis does enough damage that it's not too hard to hit the body shot on the cold. Fallen through the window.
Here we go.
The man with the bomb has fallen, and this is it. Round 3. Fight! Fallen's 1-2. Surreal with 1. Bomb dropped. You could say that favors Fallen, but it is the AK from range. Tagged up down to 88.
Panicking.
But Fallen on 50 still. And he's just going to play with his food before he eats it here. Oh, but Surreal striking back. 2-1 the score between the two of them now. And how many one-on-ones they've had. But it is 14-10 still for Luminosity. And Henry.
Hi. What do you want?
They could get 3 out with decent utility and a 4th M4 up. It's going to be a FAMAS for Taco. So yeah, I guess they could get away with it.
Well, they've been getting down to 1v1s with just 1 MP9, so you know
One
what?
kit. It's I mean, yeah, you're right. But now is when the game gets a little bit close. You'd think they'd stop at some point soon. Either way, I mean, this time they did get rifles out. Good push, though.
If we get a
Good
3
smoke on
match because
catwalk.
of this, I will be a little bit annoyed, I'm not gonna lie, because they're not playing properly.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't blame you there. Either way, I mean, good push from compLexity. Let's not take anything away from that, as they do use the smoke on catwalk to get inside the wall and catch off the player and connector. That was both Fallen and Fur in that case. Bomb going toward the site. witmer with it in his hands. Taco falls back. And Taco back to a 3 versus 3. Again, there was 1 kit. That was on Fur. So it is over toward the connector. They have to try and get toward that if they want to try and make this possible, but instead they're going to just try and go for the kills, make it happen fast. sancz holds it against Cold. That's 1 player down. Still 3 to find and defuse. That has to come in quickly. There is no smoke. Molotov's going to go beyond the bomb. But feNeK now has the information on where sancz is. Shot successful. Has to go for the 1-to-1 trade, and Android doesn't need to peek. Don't need to face this. Don't face this.
He's thinking about him out.
Yep, that's the problem. He's done it now, though. Bomb is gone. And they can go their separate ways. 2 roads diverge in a yellow wood, and B1 Traveler long as stood.
Yep.
No, and sorry I could not travel. Yeah, no. 2 roads diverge in yellow woods. And sorry I could not travel both. I looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth.
Is that a Dragon Ball reference?
No, that's Robert Frost.
Similar then.
Then took the
I'm
other
pretty sure they use
just
that line in
fair and
Dragon
having
Ball as
perhaps the equal claim because it was grassy and wanted where, yeah, something like
well. Oh,
that.
that's Pokemon. You're right.
Yeah, that's it.
14-11, and it's going to be an execute coming in from compLexity. It's not a force buy from Luminosity, but they've got the MP9 out there once again, and an AK save from feNeK.
aKis in first. Let's spot up one in the corner. Fur goes down. 14-12, looking like a possibility all due to these force buy situations. It's going to be aKis to take down Fallen. Gap in the smoke might favor them because the bomb down. They'll have realized this, witmer. The smoke gone is just going to face it straight up, straight down for poor old coldzera. Or, excuse me, feNeK rather. His name appears with 3 letters starting with an F from that range. It's going to go down to sancz. Tacio has to play it with the CZ. Nice shot onto Android, but matter of time here because there's one player waiting at the back of CT as well. He'll start to push him in. It's a pincer.
Well then, 3-on-1. It's going to be Tacio. He's taking down my aKis. 14-12. This is getting a little bit tedious now, but it's going to be Luminosity finally buying up correctly 2 AWPs, and M4's coming out to make it 3 of them, and you'd assume this is where it ends, Matt. Luminosity, I'm not saying it's disrespectful what they're doing, but it's a good way to throw away a lot of rounds, and obviously skilled enough to use those weapons, but still is. We all know watching this game is not how they play. But each to their own, they're more than within their own rights to purchase those weapons. Mirage coming in now. coldzera hitting a lovely shot there. First player dropped, it's sancz. Tacio now still, he's on the bomb site. Most of the aggro towards short for now. Now going to make their way out the wheel to window. Next kills will be very important on the chance. coldzera drops, so does Tacio. And now coldzera, he should die here as well, but somehow gets away alive. 3-on-3.
witmer though, good reactions. This is getting close now. Luminosity, what have you done? What have you done?
Seemed like fun at the time, of course.
Who's laughing now? A little bit of karma, perhaps. One round is going to be the difference. Fallen's already elected to save the AWP. It's going to go to 14-13. And money not great due to all of this. 2 T players exiting the site, knowing Fallen is far enough away not to worry about the bomb and keep themselves alive on low HP. But this is close. Too close, perhaps, in so many ways.
I don't even know what's going on right now. Is this a dream, Matt? It's 5 in the morning. Am I dreaming right now? Turning into a nightmare slowly for Luminosity, that's for sure. Once again, the MP9's out, the FAMAS. They are limited in terms of the grenades. They have got a couple of kits here. They just need one more to get the series point. I think it will be a lot less crazy once that point is attained. At least we know we have overtime secured. But here we go, then, round number 28. Just jumps out to his sudden death. And it's still witmer just in the Glock. Does he not have a weapon? No, he's got an AK finally, but
Yeah, he does. But this could be finally map point for Luminosity on a force buy. P9 for Fur, we know he's comfortable with it, and this time they get a little bit more serious about the style of play and the way they play this. You can tell by Fallen how calculated he's being on his hold. It's Fur to close it out with said MP9, and now it is map and series point for Luminosity against compLexity.
wow.
And enough just to buy out because of all the rounds now that have been strung up for compLexity.
Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable buy. I think Android had tons of cash.
witmer not so much.
Well, why is he not? It's bloody map.
Yeah, he could have
point.
dropped it.
Drop
Yeah.
an AK so you can actually have some grenades. What are you saving it for? If you lose a round, you're done.
True. They need a financial
I
advisor.
to keep all the money. He wants to be the richest man in the graveyard. That's what he wants to be. No good for you.
Remember
there.
selling caskets? He's going to buy the nicest one.
Yeah.
feNeK at sandwich. We talked about this position last night. It was overlooked a lot by TSM. He's going to get one. Fur finds witmer before he hits the ground, but good response. Android, the one who didn't drop the gun, is having all of the fun. coldzera is going to get him back, though, on top of the balcony. And it is down to a 2 versus 2 as Surreal burns Cold alive. So Cold gets a little bit too hot. But sancz now in a 1 versus 2. Please, Auto Director, could you do something that's relevant to the game?
Are we stuck on the body still? No.
Yeah, we were. Fallen Gonna hold the vent. He's got to cross this. This is it right here. Gun barrel Shawn. Fall even stopped for him. Shown and delivered 16-13. Luminosity will finally close it out. 2 straight maps over compLexity. All right, guys, I don't even know how to analyze this one. Obviously, we saw some shenanigans.
Well, it's fine because Janko's going
to
to break it all down for us right now. What did you see in that
breakdown
second
belt?
half?
I mean,
really good game, right?
No, it feels like we're repeating ourselves a bit here, but it was all Luminosity, right? I mean, they had an amazing first half. We're up 10-1. I think at one point we saw that Fur ended up with 34 kills. Then switching to the CT side, getting a bit complacent.
I wouldn't say complacent is the right word. Did you see them buying up every single round of MP9s?
I mean, being a bit silly, you may even say if you want to, but it was only a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
Until they switch into higher gear and close out the game, and in the end, that was exactly what happened.
Bit too close for comfort for my liking. It seemed like a funny idea at the time, like a little bit of fun in winning some of those rounds, and then as soon as they wrecked their own money, that's when it's like, okay.
Well, that's why I thought they'd stop at like 8 or 9. And to be fair, they did, but then they did it again a round after they got 14, and we're like, hey, we can do it.
Then they win one round, but get reset immediately. You know, then compLexity went for that B take, brute force their way in. Even after initially losing 2 players, managed to get control of the site afterwards and secure the round. And I mean, you can go here talking about how, yeah, maybe compLexity should have done this or done that, but the reality is they don't have the capacity right now to simply take on a team like Luminosity, especially with a stand-in. So.
Yeah, exactly. They never were going to win that game. I think they were gifted a few rounds of Luminosity's playstyle there, like them not taking things maybe 100% seriously throughout the game, but still, it's promising. They showed some good rounds and some individual skill there. We saw some impressive shots and some clutches coming in. That Fallen versus Surreal battle was a pretty interesting storyline. I think Fallen came out 90% of the time. Surreal won one towards the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the result we expected. This is one of the world's best teams right now. Luminosity, the current major champions, going up against a team that's in disarray. We're not really sure what the future holds for them. We're not sure what the fifth is. And right now they don't even have... Sorry?
Pick up aKis.
Yes.
Someone, please, for the love of God.
Pick up aKis.
Pick up aKis.
Yeah, it's been one day about him talking about it. I'm sick of it already. So.
aKis, you even admitted he looked good. I heard you say it. You may not have heard me here.
Yanko, do you know anything about Dragon Ball Z?
Yes.
Who is Android 23?
I have no idea. I know who Goku is.
Okay, I think even I know.
I mean, to be fair, you asked if he knew anything. You
and Krillin, of course. I mean, Moses.
Moses, yeah.
Yeah, Moses.
Love you, Moses.
Even I get that reference, and I didn't really watch the show that much.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I know what he looks like.
There we go. A bit laggy, but we got there.
Back in the room. Yeah, I think we should put aKis, Pauf, Zenda, Twist,
Parla.
and Paula on the team. Yeah, you're right. That's a perfect
You forgot
team.
about Electronic.
Oh,
That's Anderson's new one.
That's true.
Electronic, bro.
Yes, Electronic, Supersonic. Well, what do you say about that one? Another night of ECS NA done. We do go on hiatus. At least we go on a hiatus. We head over to Korea. You head over to DreamHack Austin. That's where most of the North American teams will be. What I said we had pointed it. I didn't include you in the initial point. Don't laugh at me like I got it wrong.
You're on a good roll there. Yeah.
Announced yet, man.
Oh yeah, well.
What can you say about that one?
It's like a
There we go, a little bonus for you.
I thought
Easter
they already
egg.
did it by now, all right? I thought they would have
Easter
done
egg.
it by now. So ours is announced. We're going to Korea. You're going to somewhere I can't talk about. Delete
No,
it.
you just go on
delete
holiday.
it. Rewind the VOD.
He's just
It's
a
true.
spectator.
It's true. Yeah, he's going over.
Spectator. Not even talent. So.
All right, on that note, let's end the show because we're going to be back at some point time later. But for now, thanks for joining us.
Jesus Christ.
Bye.
God.
Good show.